What if your next source of income required no warehouse at all? Imagine earning money from products you never physically touch. Picture waking up to a sale made while you were sleeping. Now imagine that sale happening from a design created weeks ago. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Yet thousands of people around the world are doing exactly that. Some started with professional skills and years of experience. Others began with nothing more than curiosity and determination. The difference wasn't luck or secret connections. The difference was discovering an opportunity hiding in plain sight. That opportunity is called print on demand. But before you dismiss it as another online trend, keep watching, because most people misunderstand what print on demand really is. They think success comes from uploading random designs online. They believe money appears automatically after opening a store. Then they wonder why nobody buys their products. The truth is far more interesting than that. Print on demand is not just selling products. It is solving problems and serving specific communities. Every successful store understands this simple principle. Think about the shirts people wear proudly every day. Many of them display messages, interests, and identities. Those products tell stories without saying a word. People love expressing who they are. They love belonging to groups they care about. They love sharing passions with like-minded individuals. This desire creates opportunities for small entrepreneurs, opportunities that exist in countless niches worldwide. Consider someone passionate about fishing. Imagine another person obsessed with classic cars. Think about dog lovers who adore their pets. Each group has unique interests and emotions. Each group buys products reflecting those interests. That is where the journey begins. Instead of creating products for everyone, successful sellers focus deeply. They understand a specific audience better than others. They learn what makes their audience laugh. They discover what inspires their audience daily. They identify frustrations and shared experiences. Then they create designs that connect emotionally. Suddenly, a simple shirt becomes something meaningful. A mug becomes a conversation starter. A poster becomes a statement of identity. This is where real business starts. Not with products, but with people. Not with graphics, but with understanding. Not with trends, but with connection. And that connection can generate consistent sales. Yet there is a challenge most beginners never expect. The challenge is not creating products. The challenge is standing out in a crowded marketplace. Thousands of new sellers enter every month. Many quit before seeing meaningful results, but the ones who understand the deeper game keep moving forward. And in the next part, you'll discover exactly how they do it. Let's begin with a story that might sound familiar. A beginner opens a print-on-demand store full of excitement. They upload 20 designs during their first weekend. Every design looks decent and professionally made. Then they wait for sales to arrive. One day passes without a single order. A week passes and nothing changes. A month passes and frustration starts growing. Eventually, they conclude that print-on-demand does not work, but the real problem was never the business model. The real problem was the strategy behind it. Successful sellers approach the business very differently. They do not start by creating products. They start by studying people. They ask questions others ignore completely. What communities are growing rapidly right now? What hobbies create strong emotional connections? What groups proudly display their identity? What interests inspire people to spend money repeatedly? These questions reveal opportunities hidden beneath the surface. Imagine finding a passionate community of gardeners. They spend hours discussing techniques and sharing experiences. They celebrate every successful harvest with pride. They enjoy products reflecting their lifestyle and passion. A generic design rarely attracts their attention. A design speaking directly to their experiences often does. This small difference changes everything. Instead of targeting millions of people, you target a specific audience. Your message becomes clearer and more relevant. Your products feel personal rather than generic. Their personal connection increases the chance of sales. Now consider another important lesson. Many beginners chase trends every single day. They jump from one popular topic to another. Their stores become collections of random ideas. Customers struggle to understand what the brand represents. Successful sellers usually build around a central theme. Their stores serve a specific audience consistently. Customers know exactly what to expect. Trust begins forming with every visit. Over time, the trust becomes a powerful asset, but products alone are not enough. People must actually discover your store. This is where marketing enters the picture. Marketing sounds intimidating to many beginners, yet it often starts with simple actions. Sharing content related to your niche creates visibility. Participating in communities builds credibility and trust. Posting consistently keeps your audience engaged. Every piece of content becomes a bridge to your products. Some bridges perform better than others. Some strategies generate results faster than expected. Some lessons lessons only become obvious after experience, and one surprising discovery changes how successful sellers view the entire business. That discovery is exactly where our story takes a fascinating turn in part 3. Up to this point, print on demand may seem like a design business. Most beginners certainly believe that is the case. They spend countless hours perfecting colors and fonts. They search for design inspiration every single day. They assume better artwork automatically creates more sales. Sometimes it helps, but not in the way they expect. Here's the twist that surprises most people. The highest earning sellers are often not the best designers. In fact, some successful store owners barely design anything themselves. That sounds impossible at first, yet it reveals an important truth. Print on demand is primarily a marketing business. Design matters, but attention matters even more. A beautiful product nobody sees earns nothing. An average product seen by the right audience can generate sales. This changes the entire perspective. The goal is not creating art for everyone. The goal is creating offers for specific people. Think about your favorite brands for a moment. Most are not famous because of perfect designs alone. They are famous because they connect with people emotionally. They tell stories that audiences remember. They create communities around shared interests. They understand their customers deeply. Successful print-on-demand businesses follow the same principle. They focus on connection before decoration. They focus on audience before artwork. They focus on value before products. Consider two sellers entering the same niche. The first seller creates hundreds of random designs. The second seller spends weeks learning about the audience. They read discussions and understand common frustrations. They discover inside jokes and shared experiences. They identify emotional triggers within the community. Then they create products around those insights. Which seller has the stronger advantage? The answer becomes obvious quickly. Understanding people beats guessing almost every time. This realization changes how successful entrepreneurs operate. They stop chasing endless product ideas. They start building relationships with their audience. They create content that educates and entertains. They become trusted voices within their niche. Trust creates attention over time. Attention creates opportunities for sales. Sales create momentum and confidence. Momentum encourages further growth. Suddenly, the business becomes much bigger than products. It becomes a brand with a loyal following, and loyal followers often become repeat customers. This is where long-term success truly begins. Yet one final lesson remains. It is the lesson separating dreamers from achievers. It determines whether knowledge becomes income. And in part 4, you will discover exactly what that lesson is. By now, you understand that print on demand is bigger than products. You understand that audience matters more than random designs. You understand that marketing often determines success, but knowledge alone changes nothing. Information without action remains unrealized potential. This is the lesson that separates winners from spectators. Every successful seller eventually reaches the same crossroads. One path leads to endless preparation. The other path leads to imperfect action. Most people choose preparation because it feels safer. They spend months researching instead of launching. They wait for the perfect design idea. They wait for the perfect niche. They wait for the perfect moment. Unfortunately, that perfect moment never arrives. Successful entrepreneurs understand something different. Progress creates clarity more effectively than planning alone. Every product teaches a lesson. Every mistake reveals valuable information. Every failure provides feedback for improvement. The market rewards action, not intentions. Think about the first bicycle you ever rode. Reading instructions could not teach balance completely. Real learning happened through experience. Business works much the same way. Experience reveals truths that theories cannot provide. Your first store may not become a huge success. Your first design may not generate sales. Your first marketing campaign may disappoint you. None of that means you failed. It means you started learning. Every successful entrepreneur has faced setbacks. Every expert was once a beginner. Every profitable business started with uncertainty. The difference is persistence. Persistence transforms small improvements into major results. Consistency compounds over time. Small daily actions create extraordinary outcomes. One design becomes 10 designs. 10 designs become a growing catalog. A growing catalog attracts more opportunities. More opportunities increase the chance of success. Success builds confidence and momentum. Momentum encourages even greater effort. This cycle can completely change your future, but it begins with a decision to stop waiting, a decision to start creating, a decision to keep learning through action. Print on demand is not a guaranteed shortcut to wealth. It is an opportunity for those willing to commit. The tools already exist. The platforms already exist. The opportunity is available right now. The only remaining question is whether you will take the first step today. Before this video ends, consider one final thought carefully. Most people spend their lives waiting for certainty. They wait for perfect timing before pursuing opportunities. They wait for confidence before taking action. They wait for guarantees before making decisions. Unfortunately, success rarely arrives with guarantees attached. It usually appears disguised as uncertainty and effort. Print on demand is no different. The opportunity is real, but so is the work. The rewards can be meaningful, but so are the challenges. That balance is what makes the journey worthwhile. Remember where we started in this story. We began with the idea of earning from products. We talked about selling designs without holding inventory. We explored how communities create business opportunities. We discovered the importance of understanding people deeply. We learned that marketing often matters more than artwork. We uncovered the power of taking imperfect action. Each lesson built upon the one before it. Together they revealed a much bigger picture. Print on demand is not simply about selling shirts. It is about solving problems for specific audiences. It is about creating products people genuinely connect with. It is about building relationships through shared interests. It is about creating value before expecting rewards. Those principles apply far beyond this business model. They apply to entrepreneurship as a whole. They apply to personal growth as well. The people who succeed are not always the smartest. They are not always the most talented either. Often they are simply the most persistent. They continue when others become discouraged. They learn when others complain. They adapt when others quit. They understand that progress takes time. Imagine where consistent effort could place you 1 year from now. Imagine the skills you could develop during that time. Imagine the lessons you could learn from experience. Imagine the opportunities that could emerge unexpectedly. None of those possibilities appear without action. Every meaningful result starts with a single decision, a decision to begin despite uncertainty, a decision to stay committed during challenges, a decision to keep improving every day. That is how ordinary people create extraordinary outcomes, not through luck, but through persistence and learning, not through shortcuts, but through consistent effort, not through perfection, but through progress. So if this opportunity excites you, start exploring today. Study your audience and understand their passions. Create products that reflect those passions authentically. Learn from every result, whether positive or negative. Keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Your future success may begin with the action you take next. And years from now, you may look back and realize this was the moment everything started.